Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today we're at Armco Park on the back nine. If you weren't here yesterday, we already played the front nine. Go watch that video if you haven't already. Basically, we're walking through the holes, talking about my personal game plan and seeing how well we can shoot out here. So please make sure you go watch that front nine and then come back to this video. We're sitting at 4 under par. I played the front nine pretty much perfect, exactly how I wanted to play it. Honestly, better than I wanted to play it. So let's continue. We're on hole 10 now. 294 feet, probably the easiest hole we're gonna get out here today. Straight ahead, I'm probably gonna go with a Buzz, maybe Athena. I think the Buzz should be fine. Maybe a baby hyzer, let it fade on over. Very, very straight. I'm hoping that's under the basket. It might be a little short though, I couldn't see it. I didn't want to block you guys. At the end of the front nine, it did start to sprinkle a little bit, so really hoping the rain stays away. It's very cloudy today, and there is some wind out here. It's been pretty swirly, but hasn't been affecting us too bad. This is why I almost went with the fairway. Came up a little short, still inside of circle though. That tailwind kind of dropped that. I didn't put a lot of spin on it like I normally do. That was too lofty of a putt to get there. Hole 11 in my mind is pretty silly. It's a par 3 at 515 feet with no real way to get to the basket. First, we got a Mando right of these trees. You got to go over this little valley, and as you can see, it's very, very grown in. And then you got a 90 degrees left. That's probably another 300 feet. Let me know down in the comments if you like holes like this and if you think they have a place in disc golf. Holes where you really can't birdie them, but you're playing for the par. I feel like all disc golf holes are designed to be able to birdie, and this is just not one of them. All right, to try to get through this, and it is really poke and hope, I'm gonna go with my beaten in Zeus. Stand up. And that is basically immediate bogey land. That's just the nature of this hole, is if you don't have a good tee shot, you're gonna be struggling, and honestly, you're gonna be struggling just to get your bogey. If you weren't here for the front nine, the big idea, the big goal for this round was to play smart golf. If I'm in a position, don't try to be a hero, take the medicine and move on. Unfortunately, this almost requires a hero shot. Yep, wow. This one's gonna eat us up. All right, took me a little while to find my disc because I was literally in a tree. This is still just yet another pitch out, really. And that was for par. So best we can take now, double bogey. It'd be more fair if they just cleaned that little section up, you know, even if it's just a small little gap, but there's really nothing there. We got a right to left. You can see the flag moving. I'm gonna go with my Z zone this time because of it. Of course, now it just stopped, but that's all right. Get over there. Oh my. This is a little better than I thought. I thought it was gonna be a lot shorter. There we go. All right. And for the double, takes 2 strokes from us that we worked so hard for on the front, but I guess that's the beauty of this course. I think that's gonna be, that's probably the hardest hole here. There's still gonna be a few more though that are gonna be very difficult. We got hole 12 here, 330 feet, pretty straightforward, wide open field. You can tell maybe they ran out of some space and just threw a couple holes in. Pretty strong headwind at the moment, but the flag was moving left to right. I'm gonna go stable Zeus. I know it's only 330 feet, but it is slightly uphill, and with the wind, I think I'm gonna need something faster. I'm glad I went stable. At first that was flipping up and I started to get nervous that the wind was gonna take it, but faded just in time. Majorly short here. Look at that flag just going. I think I'm gonna try to wait this little wind out. Oh. Dead center pole. That was gonna be a huge birdie to get after taking a double on the last one. It's unfortunate because this basket is leaning toward me too. I'm not gonna lie, that's a really hard pill for me to swallow. I don't think it hurt as much if I didn't just come off from a double bogey. That's why if this course could just get a basket upgrade, it'd be fantastic. And then clean up, obviously, hole 11 there. I guess I've never really noticed, but breaking the course up into 2 parts, like front 9, back 9 for these videos, the back 9 starts off really boring. This is now 3 wide open field shots. They put this one at 450 feet, par 3. I can't reach it. Grip it and rip it. Oh, I tried to really rip it. Threw it so high. I promise it does get more interesting as we move on, but these first 4 holes, not a whole lot of fun. Not very good holes. Gosh, why are those coming out so wobbly? It's like I'm scared to throw them. Doesn't really make me the happiest. This is another basket that's leaning toward me, and it's a headwind. That's fantastic. Hole 14, 482 feet, another par 3. So it's up this hill and then the basket's way left. On this tee shot, I'm just trying to go pretty straight. Don't saw it off, because if we do that, we really won't be able to get the par. And I'm talking about the hole. I picked out Venom. I don't think I'm gonna throw that, because the goal is to not saw it off. So I'm gonna go with this titanium Zeus. We do have a headwind, but hopefully this Zeus does fine. Love that. Nice flip up because of the wind. Another hole where I just can't reach it. So kind of boring, I guess, because you play for the par, but that's all we can do. And the disc selection was great. I'm really glad I put the Venom away, because in the headwind, the Venom won't move. And it would have probably came up short since we are going uphill. So the Zeus was a good choice, and the added flip helped us out. We're looking right at it. The basket is in that little dark space there. Jawbreaker zone, put it on the right side. I believe left of the basket is just a drop off. That's a little intimidating. That is not pretty at all. That is why I try to avoid backhand approaches. I need to get to the field and work on those. Maybe that's a separate video. I can throw backhands off the tee just fine, but it's that weird distance, that weird approach distance where I can't figure out the speed on the backhand. I'm always throwing it short or I'm blasting past the basket. Can't figure it out. Good par there though. Played it just how I wanted to, so that was great. If you guys are liking this video, please make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. We're on the road to 8,000 subscribers, posting tons of content. If you want to further support the channel and are looking for some new discs, shop Foundation discs and hit the link down below. Using that specific link will help support this YouTube channel. Thanks, guys. Now we got a pretty scary hole 15, 317 feet. Honestly, I think it's a beautiful hole, but it is very challenging. Lots of small trees to miss. I like to throw this forehand flex. I'll probably throw it with a Firebird. But yeah, if you hit any of these trees, you go way down the hill and you're struggling for the par. Oh my, what is that? That's frustrating. Oh my gosh! Off the flag. All right, guys, I am deep in here. There's really no way to film this, but I'll show you where I land. I'm gonna go Firebird again. I gotta go so far up this hill. Oh, I might have done it. Go, go! It's all the way up the hill. Are you kidding me? 10 out of 10, don't recommend, but we got up the hill. We're gonna have maybe a 40-foot putt. Of course, I threw 2 other drives just because I was angry and parked both of them. The Firebird took me forever to find. I knew it was right here, but it was standing up, so it was harder to see. Nope, short. The back 9 is kicking my butt. That's 3 strokes now. Good thing I did all that work on the front. I gotta try to reel it back in. We got a few more holes to play. Try to tack on a couple more birdies and finish strong. I've done too much work to let it all go to waste. Hole 16 is a par 3, 192 feet. You can see it at the bottom of the hill. Tough one to film, but I'm gonna go Jawbreaker zone, left side gap, low, try to get the bird. Come on. Slow down, sit. I think we got a circle 1 putt. Apparently when they made this course, they didn't think we're gonna be filming on it. I'm sorry, it's hard to film some of these. Yes, it's a big stroke there. Really needed to get one back after the last one. Puts us back at 2 under. Hole 17 is a par 4, 615 feet, up another hill. This one just kind of bends right the whole way. So once you get on top of that hill, it's kind of a straight shot. A lot of wind right now, kind of a right to left headwind, but it's been swirly all day. I've been taking worse scores on this back 9, but it seems like it's been going faster than the front. I don't know why that is. I think I'm just gonna go back to my Zeus titanium. Kind of like it. Get down. Yeah, I love it. Honestly, I think this is a really good hole. It's a demanding tee shot that you got to put on a little bit of ante. Try to get far down this fairway, because when you're up here, you got a low ceiling, you got a tight fairway, and the basket's on the right. I'm gonna go with a wraith. I don't know how far I have to go. Last time I said that, it was farther than a fairway. So I'm gonna go wraith this time. Try to keep it low, try to throw it hard. Not far enough. Skip. No. Hopefully it's a long putt. If not, get the par and move on. If you guys are in the Dayton area, let me know down in the comments what you think of the course. Do you like it? Do you not like it? And I don't think it gets a whole lot of love. I think that's mainly because sometimes it can be overgrown. And then you got these baskets. You work so hard and it's not satisfying at all putting into these baskets. Part of the fun is hearing that ching and these things just dud. So I think right now it's in really good shape though. But if it could get a basket upgrade, that'd be great. Come on. Just too low. If there's any other courses you guys would like to see me play where I actually break them down and, you know, try to shoot well, let me know down in the comments as well, and we'll try to get those videos done. I know one of these days I have to make it back to Echo Valley and play the gold pads and see if we can improve on our last score. That's something I've been wanting to do, and it could be fun to do. Last one to play, hole 18, par 3, 358. Kind of downhill though, which is nice. You got obviously a pond on the right, out of bounds. That is a little sketchy because you really got to go over it the entire way to get the birdie. Basket sits in the tree line a little left, but straight ahead of us. We're gonna have to throw one out right, kind of spike it in. I was thinking I would throw Athena here, which is why I brought a backup. But you know what? I'm gonna go Zeus for the added distance, hopefully. Come on, keep pushing. That's great. Skip in. Imagine. No, the roll. It looks like it hit a backstop or something. And then it rolled past the basket right, which was interesting. I got lucky. It didn't really roll too much. I mean, maybe this stopped it actually. Ended it on a birdie. A decent ending, getting 2 of the last 3 to try to get back on track there. That was the back 9 at Armco. What a freaking beast of a course that is. We ended up at 3 under par. In total, we had 6 birdies. Then we had a bogey and a double bogey that really killed us. Otherwise, we played really clean golf. I think my double bogey came from a unfair hole, to be honest. That should be a par 4 in my opinion. And if it's not, just clear up that little section because there's not a real line there. I mean, I guess there's a little hyzer gap up top, but it's tough. The bogey on 15 was a bit of a bummer, but I did have a good second shot that at least gave me a look at the par. Of course, I had that spit out, and then hole 10, that needs to be a birdie, of course, right out in the open. But other than that, I was pretty satisfied with the round. Not terrible. I putted really well today, which helped me tremendously. Let me know what you guys think of the course. Let me know what you think of the video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button, and we'll see you on the next one.